Before I start talking about the Chase Claypool trade in depth, I wanted to ask your guys' thoughts. So I put a community poll out there and I said, are you happy with a little smiley face and the old Chase Claypool trade? I said yes, no, and TikTok sucks. Because I can't stand TikTok. I really hate what it stands for. And you guys voted with 85 votes, yes being 61%, and no 28%, and TikTok sucks got a nice 11%. So the majority of you guys were pretty happy to see Claypool on the move, and that is fantastic. Enjoy the video that I'm about to put on for you guys, and I appreciate all the support, all the likes, and all the subs. Here we go, Steelers. Enjoy the video. Alrighty, g'day Steeler Nation. Welcome back to Steeler Nation Australia, and I might be the happiest guy in Australia right now. It has been a full day since I've heard the Chase Claypool news, and it's been, I think, a full day for you guys as well as the video comes out in your American afternoon. Now, let's break it down a little bit. Let's have a little bit of a discussion about this Chase Claypool, what it means for the team, what it means for the receivers, what does it mean for the offense, what does it mean for Kenny Pickett, what does it mean for the overall just general offense, right? I think overall, you guys know that my value, my opinion on Chase Claypool, not a big fan. He had a good rookie year with Big Ben, the 11 TDs. I can't stand his smugness. I can't stand his ego. I'm not a big fan of what he did for the organization, and I didn't really ever want to call him a true Steeler or a Steeler. I just never saw it, right? However, it's done. It's done and done. If you think at 50-50, if you believe you were cool with Claypool, you liked him as a team, as your guy. If you're like me, didn't like his production, didn't like his route running ability, didn't like the way that he would jump up and not fight for the ball numerous times in his ego, fighting with players, fighting with, talking back to players and that kind of mentality, which I just can't stand. And I also can't stand the TikTok generation. I really can't stand that kind of generation, right? Let's leave that there, right? Let's talk about what we do have in this offense. That's the key thing. There is no more Chase Claypool. And first of all, with the Chase Claypool trade, we get back a round 2 pick. So the people who are supporting the tank, not saying there's a lot of people out there, but I'm saying there's quite a few people that are like checked out, the season's done, they're not keen about Kenny, they're not keen about this offense. And I don't blame you right now. I really don't blame you. If you're checked out, you want everyone fired, you want the rebuild to happen, knock the whole house down and you want to rebuild. I don't blame you at all because the Steelers are playing some bad football. This makes sense. This trade makes sense. You trade Claypool away because there is no way that Chase Claypool is winning a Super Bowl, nor is he getting targeted enough, nor is he getting used the right way anyway. He's not going to help your team win games, right? So you might as well get rid of him. Get rid of him, get the second round pick, and you get a higher pick. If the Bears do badly this season, which they are, I believe they're 3-5, and actually we're worse than them. If they continue to do badly, we get a higher pick. We could get below a top 50 pick, which I believe now we have 3 picks within top 50, okay? That's the positive. There's a big positive here. We have 9 games to go, right? And I don't believe that the Pittsburgh Steelers were going to sign Chase Claypool in 2 years' time anyway. I do not believe that. No way, Jose. I actually said in a few videos ago during the draft that Chase Claypool announced George Pickens as his future replacement. I believe Pickens will start to be a number 1 receiver on this team because he's physical, he gets it, he's tough, he can high point the ball. He looks like a real receiver as I bang my mic, right? Now, a lot of people are saying we need to go and trade Deontay Dropson. I don't think he's playing very well, but you paid the guy all that money, and I believe he's here for a little bit. Not saying he's going to be a future Steeler, but you kind of have to work with him this year. Just work with him this year and see what happens with Deontay. Now, moving forward, we have Pickens, Deontay. Who do you have left? There are guys just on the bench, but I don't think so. I don't think so. And here's why. You have, of course, Calvin Austin's out from his injury. Now, I was another guy. I put my hand up too. I overreacted way too fast. And I said that Calvin Austin, he should be playing. I blame the offense, but I found out today that he was actually in hospital and he is, going through the surgeries and that kind of stuff. My bad. My apologies. I don't mean to jump the gun too fast. I thought the coaches were playing silly buggers and just saying that he was hurt or whatever. He's really hurt, so he can't be involved in the offense this year. But Calvin Austin can play next year. However, I don't want to talk about next year. I want to talk about this year. So we have George Pickens, number one, who hopefully Kenny can start to link up with. DJ hopefully can get out of his own mind and start to catch the football and play like DJ used to play before the drops. Okay. Now, who's going to be the third receiver? Who's going to be the third receiver? In my mind, there's only a few left, right? Third receiver will be Steven Sims. And then, of course, our fourth receiver will be Miles Boykin. You saw some more touches too with Steven Sims. You saw a good reverse that set up the Steelers to go down the field to come back when they were down by, I think it was 17 points or something similar like that, or 15 points or whatever it was. And the next play, Kenny Pickett got run down from behind and fumbled. But the previous play was a reverse from Steven Sims that I didn't even expect that one either. A bit like the one in the preseason where he did another reverse. Didn't see it coming. Steven Sims has the burners. He has the burners to run on kick returns. Steven Sims has the burners to run on punt returns as well. And I believe they're going to use him in this offense. Hopefully, get him the football 3 or 4 or 5 times a game and see what can happen. Now, I don't believe you should go out there and give him a football for the screens, but get him in open space. Get him moving in the slot if you can do that. Also, what they might be doing as well, what they might do too, I think this might be a possibility. It could be a possibility too. I think they might start using Fryermuth more too. They might start using Fryermuth more, and also hopefully the Pittsburgh offense and Matt Canada, if he wants to improve from his 32nd position in most rankings, 4.5 yards a carry on the ground. I think he has the least yards in the NFL and 14 points a game. I believe he needs to also get involved Connor Haywood. Get Connor Haywood involved in this game too. Make him a pass catcher, right? So there are some guys that can fill in the void that might have been Claypool. And really, realistically, what void was there? He was a distraction in the locker room. He was, full of just that TikTok ego, thinking he's better than everyone else. He called himself a top 3 receiver, and I don't think he was even top 25. I could name 20 receivers, but I won't waste your time, nor will I waste my time, right? I could name a few more receivers more than him that have more heart, more passion than what Claypool shows. He's got the big body. He's meant to be a physical guy, but he doesn't show it. He just doesn't show it. He hasn't got the heart for the game, in my opinion. And I bet you me and Claypool would never be mates. But that doesn't mean that the Steelers that they're lost, right? Pickens, Deontay, they can get things back together, right? You start using Sims. I believe also they're going to use Miles Boykin too. Miles Boykin was a guy too, which was also Chase Claypool's teammate at Notre Dame. And Mike Tomlin likes that guy. He likes Miles Boykin. He likes him on teams where he can play really good on teams, runs down the field to get the tackle. And I believe he has 7 to 8 tackles on teams. He's doing really fantastic. Why can't he play that role of Darius Hayward-Bay where he also gets involved in the offense? They did it in Baltimore. He can catch the football. He's a tall fella. Miles Boykin can catch the football. There's no reason why he can't do it. So there are 4 players or 4 receivers that can do it. Now, the other option is get Gunnar Olszewski involved too. Get Gunnar Olszewski involved. Now, you're all probably saying, what are you doing? Don't get him involved. He drops fumbles, Okay, I'm not saying make him a punt return. I'm not saying put him at kick return. I'm saying put him in certain routes out there, maybe in 5 wide, 4 wide. Maybe you get him involved just a little bit. But I'm not saying you put him in front of Boykin or Sims. I'm saying you get him involved a little bit. He's a receiver for the team. But I would see going forward, it's Pickens, Deontay. Sims has a better shot this year too. I believe he can be almost a mini breakout and get involved in the game and start moving the ball down the field. And of course, Kenny Pickett needs to be more comfortable and have time in the pocket with this offensive line. But we're not seeing that with the offensive line. They are allowing sacks and pressures and everything's going wrong. The whole offense looks wrong right now. So trading away Claypool doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. You're not trading away a superstar. It's not like you're trading away Antonio Brown. You're not trading away Hines Ward, Heath Miller, or anyone like that. You're not trading away a future superstar in George Pickens. You're trading away a guy that has had a really bad 2 years and 1 good game 2 weeks ago. That's all. And a few good catches from Trubisky in that drive he went down the field. It doesn't really say to me that the Pittsburgh Steelers are tanking because they're trading away Claypool. It says they're cutting rid of a guy who is filled with ego and more about himself than the team. And I believe Steven Sims has a better football mentality along with Miles Boykin, both of them combined, over Claypool. So see you later, Claypool, mate. Catch you later, mate. Enjoy Chicago. Have a good time out there. I wish you all the best. I don't care if you do well or do bad. I'm just glad you're gone from this locker room because I still, in some little way, I can't get over what you did against the Minnesota Vikings when you made it all about yourself. You pointed down the first down. Lose on my voice. First down, and that was it. And you gave up, and the time started running. Time started ticking over. Tick, 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 tick. It was all about you, man. All about you. Alrighty. I've lost my voice ranting. Anyways, guys, check out Still Nice Australia and hit that sub, hit that like. I'll see you later.